Let me start by asking you something most people never stop to examine. Have you ever noticed how just one careless sentence can quietly lower your status in a room? Nothing dramatic happens. No argument. No confrontation. Yet suddenly, people interrupt you more. They listen less closely. Your presence feels lighter, almost thinner. It happens at work. It happens in conflict. It happens in relationships. And most people never understand why. This isn't superstition. It isn't about charisma or luck. It's about language. Because your words don't just express who you are. They train your mind, and they teach others how to treat you. The Stoics understood this with brutal clarity. They believed that when you consistently speak beneath your value, the world eventually agrees with you. So today, here's the central question of this video. What words quietly drain your authority? And what happens when you remove them from your speech? We're going to explore 5 common words or phrases that a Stoic learns to avoid. Not because they are evil, not because they are forbidden, but because they leak power when used unconsciously. And the final pair is the most dangerous of all, because nearly everyone uses it daily without realizing how much respect it erodes. Remove it, and your presence sharpens almost immediately. Let's begin. First word, maybe. There are moments when maybe is honest, when you truly don't know, when information is incomplete, when the answer genuinely isn't clear yet. But most of the time, maybe isn't honesty. It's armor. People use it to avoid commitment, to avoid judgment, to avoid the discomfort of standing behind a decision. And others can hear it. Maybe we should do this. Maybe that could work. Maybe I'll handle it later. Over time, this teaches people something subtle but powerful. Your words are flexible because your confidence is negotiable. Stoic speech doesn't mean arrogance. It means grounded direction. Instead of maybe, try language rooted in thought. This is the direction I'd take. I'm leaning toward this, and here's why. Based on what I see, this makes the most sense. Certainty doesn't mean certainty of outcome. It means certainty of intention. People respect someone willing to stand behind a choice, even if it later changes. Second word, sorry, when you're not wrong. Apologizing when you've done wrong is honorable. But apologizing by reflex is not humility. It's self-erasure. Many people apologize to be liked, to stay safe, to avoid tension. They apologize for speaking, for taking space, for existing visibly. You get interrupted, and you say sorry. Someone bumps into you, and you say sorry. Someone dismisses your idea, and you soften with apology. You think you're being polite, but what you're actually communicating is, my space is optional. Stoic confidence is quiet, but it does not retreat unnecessarily. Instead of apologizing when you've done nothing wrong, hold your ground calmly. Let me finish this thought. One moment, I wasn't done. Hold on. I'd like to complete this. No aggression, no edge, just presence. You don't need to fight for space. You only need to stop giving it away. Third word, can't. This word doesn't just describe limitation. It creates it. I can't handle this. I can't change. I can't do that. The moment you say can't, your mind stops searching. Your body accepts the verdict. Your effort withdraws. Stoics didn't deny difficulty. They denied surrender. They understood that language shapes possibility. Instead of can't, speak in reality without defeat. This is difficult. I haven't figured this out yet. I can take one step. The difference seems small, but the consequences are enormous. One closes doors. The other leaves them unlocked. Stoic discipline begins with refusing to sentence yourself prematurely. Fourth word, whatever. This word sounds harmless, casual, detached, but it carries a dangerous message. Whatever often means, if it disengaget, I don't care enough to steer. My voice doesn't matter here. In relationships, it signals withdrawal. In work, it signals passivity. In life, it signals surrender of agency. Stoic calm is not indifference. It's conscious choice without emotional chaos. Replace whatever with intentional flexibility. I'm open to both options. Here's my preference. I don't feel strongly, but this matters to me. I can adapt. Tell me what you need. Peace does not come from checking out. It comes from choosing deliberately without being dragged by emotion. Fifth, words, always and never. These two turn conversations into wars. You never listen. You always do this. In moments of frustration, extremes feel satisfying, but they are rarely accurate. And because they are absolute, they invite defense, not understanding. The Stoics chose precision over drama. Instead of, you never respect me. Try, I felt dismissed just now. Instead of, you always mess this up. Try, this keeps happening and it matters to me. Precision lowers resistance. Drama hardens it. Power is not in harshness. Power is in clarity. The Stoic core principle. The Stoics believed something simple and radical. Your tongue is your throne. Most people think power comes from dominance, from volume, from intimidation. But real power comes from self-command. The person who can speak slowly under pressure, who chooses words instead of spilling them, who doesn't abandon themselves emotionally to win a moment. That person becomes respected instinctively, not because they demand respect, but because they cannot be pulled off center. Every sentence you speak is either reinforcing your presence or weakening it. So speak like a Stoic, deliberately, calmly, with weight. Welcome to Stoic Ascend, where we don't chase attention. We build authority from the inside out. If you want a calmer mind and a stronger presence, stay close. And now let me ask you, which of these words do you catch yourself using most? And what will you replace it with starting today? Because sometimes life doesn't change when you learn something new. It changes when you speak less and speak better.